Brought to you by...
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another edition of What's My Line, brought to you by False Positive. And I'm so happy that you guys could come back and join us. We have our panelists standing by. I'd love to introduce them to you. We lost Blair Naylor. We lost her, but we replaced her with the one, the only Stephanie Sullivan. Hi, Steph. Thanks for joining us. Hey.
Here.
Thank you so much for coming. Truth be told, last night Stephanie and I and her husband Nick entered a trivia contest, and we won.
Ooh, which contest?
Against how many teams, Steph? How many teams did we beat?
I think there were 25 teams, and we came in for one.
Hello.
What kind of trivia was
We're
it?
not shocked.
It was all general, like just general bar trivia, like all over the place. It was music and movies and all this stuff. And yes, Stephanie is pretty much just a female me. Okay,
Very competitive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But much like Fox News, we replaced Gretchen with Megan, and Stephanie stepped in.
You wouldn't even have to say nobody would have known.
Yeah, no one would have noticed.
I know, right? You could have just been like, "Hi, I'm from Austin, Texas." Anywho, our second panelist tonight is the one, the only Liz Jackson. You guys know her. She's a panelist.
Yes.
She's our podcast superstar. Always say hi, Liz. How are you?
I'm okay. I just I was in my room and I heard voices outside of my window and then realized that now everybody's drinking on our Brooklyn fire escapes or Brooklyn balconies.
Love it.
Yeah. Fire escapes and like yelling at each other across the way. So like, oh, I want to participate.
It's kind of sweet. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So Brooklyn's doing it right. It's doing it right.
Yes.
One of these days you're going to tell us about on camera about that background you've got, because we hear that's faux brick.
Yes, it is faux brick. It took
I think
me
Adam was quite intrigued by that
faux
brick.
It is fake. I did it by myself.
And it's not a Zoom background either. It's like your background.
Real. Yep. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to get as much out of this. My meetings at work, I'm coming out here, even though my office is in the kitchen.
I freaking love it.
Like, no. Any meetings, I come out here, I'm getting all the mileage out of it.
Sweetie, you're never going back to work. That's adorable. Never. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go to our third panelist tonight. It's, Adam Hineker. Everybody knows him. Hey, Adam.
Hey, everybody.
Good, sweet. Looks like your living room squee tonight, though.
I'm living room square. I moved I moved to my desktop so I could see everybody.
Beautiful. And you are busy doing podcasts still?
Yes, I'm a little bit red wine drunk, and I've got a roast on.
Okay. All right, everybody, hold on. I don't know if I've ever been this excited. If Adam is like kind of has alcohol and is like getting tipsy, we're gonna have a good show. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. We're going to have a really good show. I mean, that's where we're at. Last but not least, on my left, according to my Zoom screen, she's on my left. My bestie, my number one fave, GL.
Double D. Thank you, Dana Discordia.
Stand-up extraordinaire. You guys can catch Gaze comedy. You're doing it on Zoom on Tuesday nights, correct?
Every Wednesday night, 8 to 9:30. It was great. We had 56 people last night. Adam, we never had 56 people in the club.
You've never had 56 people in that club in your lifetime.
And we had 20 comedians. Last night was our ninth show, but our third one with audience. And my fucking brother and sister tuned in. I couldn't believe it.
Nice.
I love
Pandemic crush.
Yeah,
bringing the family together.
Anyway, tonight on our What's My Line, we've got 3 contestants coming in with some amazing occupations that the panel will have to figure out in 10 yes and no questions, 10 no's. The panel loses and the contestant wins. Hopefully, you guys will guess one of these days. We're waiting on that.
I was close last week.
You won. Damn close.
Won last week.
I know. Gay says you won. I don't agree. It was and you know what? I make the rules, so sorry. I did want to introduce to our audience Dan LaBelle. He's our producer. He's on our podcast on False Positive, which you can find on any of the places where you get your podcast. look us up. If you like Donald Trump, I don't suggest you tune into that podcast. And if you do like Donald Trump, fuck you anyway. So with that being said, and no further ado, I would like to introduce to you our first contestant of the night. Would the first contestant please enter the studio and sign in, please? Andrea. Morgan. Andrea Morgan is our first. Hey, everybody. So we have contestant number 1 in the studio. Our panel will go around and around, and they will, if they get 10 no's, they've lost the game. Let's give a second so the audience can see what contestant number 1's line is. And with that being said, we're going to start the questioning with Liz Jackson.
Sure, being first. So the job that you do, is there a product involved with it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Is-
Well, okay. I mean, yeah, yes. There's
Yes.
products involved.
okay.
I got to clarify. A product being an inanimate object is not what you do, Andrew.
Okay.
So
No,
I'm going to
there's
I'm going to give Liz a no.
I'm
Yeah.
unclear as
She does not deal. She deals in services, not in products.
Fine.
That's
Yeah.
one down. As you can see, Dan is our scoreboard tonight.
Yay!
He's got something to do tonight, unlike last
Yes.
week when the audience saw him picking his nose.
Give me something to do with it.
So there you go. Next up is Adam Hineker.
Okay.
1 down and 9 to go.
This service that you provide,
Okay.
is there equipment involved in providing the service?
I can only say yes or no.
Yeah. Yes. You can clarify to a certain degree, but yes, there is equipment.
There's
I know what you
equipment
do.
involved. Yes.
Yeah, there's equipment.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. The service you provide, do you generally go to the client, or does the client? Oh, well, let me just ask a yes or no. Do you normally go to the client?
Yes.
When you go to the client, is there travel involved, other than within the tri-state area?
Right. You mean other than a normal subway ride or a taxi ride,
Right,
correct?
right.
Like in other words,
Out
you
of-
have to get on an airplane and go
Out
to
of town travel.
Right.
No.
I don't think so. No. 2 down, and 8 to go. Gay Larone.
Do you charge by the hour for your services?
No.
Andrew,
No.
come on. No.
Now, up next, Stephanie Sullivan.
Do you wear a uniform while performing your services?
No.
Nope. 4 down and 6 to go. Liz Jackson.
Sorry.
Okay.
Very hard.
This service that you provide, is it a unisex service, meaning that you can provide the service to both men and women?
Yes.
Okay. This service that you provide to both men and women that involves equipment, you don't have to touch the client, correct?
Don't have to touch.
No, you don't have to touch the client necessarily.
No.
Right. She doesn't have to. I mean, she probably has it from time to time, but it's
Right,
not
but
necessary to do her job.
right, it's not necessary to do your job.
And I want to clarify about this equipment. Like a doctor would use a scalpel, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, she has equipment around her, but it is not, I mean, it is not reliant on her service.
Yeah.
It is not
And
like absolutely necessary. She could do it without any equipment. It just happens to be there is some equipment around. Yeah.
Okay.
You would agree, Andrea, correct?
Yes, I usually use certain pieces of equipment, but
Right.
I suppose I could not use them.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So does this service that you provide, that you normally go to the client, are your clients usually in an office that you go to?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Right. It could be the home, but it's usually an office.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I would say, yeah.
Okay. And so since you don't charge by the hour, would your clients invoice you as a vendor, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you're like an independent contractor.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
1099 all day, man.
Honey, write off those taxes, okay? Listen.
1099 all day.
Write it all off, okay?
Here's the unemployment and the ladies who lunch. Okay, that's all you got to say.
Okay, so so this I'm assuming it's consulting that you're doing. So this service that you provide that's mostly in an office, is there a financial aspect to it? And what I mean by that, just to clarify, like financial advisement or accounting, something like that?
No.
No. 6 down and 4 to go, Adam.
Okay. Are you part of a team, or do you just work individually?
I mainly work individually, but I may also hire.
Right. And you would consider an aspect of her job is a part of a larger situation.
Yes.
Is how I would say that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I do work with other people.
So yes,
for my purposes, I might hire an assistant or two.
Right. But I think like what you're asking, Adam, and you're right, is she is part of a larger situation.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
A larger situation.
So the service that you provide, is it part of a larger service?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. The companies that hire you, are they in any way involved in entertainment?
No, not entertainment.
Entertainment? No, I don't think so. 7 down, 3 to go. Gayloro.
Is this for a medical? Do you work in the medical field with your team?
No.
Nope. 8 down, 2 to go, Steph.
Has your job been affected by what's happening now?
Yes.
Oh no.
1099, bitch.
Can you work from home now, or you just can't work at all? Oh, that's not a yes or no. Can you work from home?
No.
No. No. Couldn't do what she does from home. No. 9 down and 1 more to go. Liz Jackson.
Oh, wait.
No.
Okay, so can we just do a quick recap then? So
Certainly. You will have 10 seconds for a conference.
So
between your 4
it's a
people.
job. She can't work from home. It's not in the entertainment field. She can work alone, but it's a part of a bigger group. She can hire an assistant to help out sometimes, but not necessarily in entertainment.
That's 10 seconds.
Okay.
And not medical either.
Yeah,
Right.
not medical.
Do you work with nonprofits mostly?
No.
No.
Hmm.
10 down and no more to go. Andrea is one of my dearest and oldest friends. We summer together out in Fire Island. But please, Andrea, reveal what it is you do for a living.
I am a casting director, but I work with models, not actors. So I work in the fashion.
So she's a casting director. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrea,
So
I love
correct,
the
you know,
motif
that's why,
behind
Adam,
you.
we gave you the collective because she is part of a larger project, obviously. So,
Okay.
and the equipment would
do.
be the lighting and the camera that she
Yes.
points towards the models
Yep.
and stuff,
Exactly.
right? Andrea?
So wait, so a casting director is not considered part of the arts then?
It's not. I wouldn't call it entertainment. I work in fashion marketing.
It's more
Yeah, it's not really entertainment.
Yeah.
It's really more commerce.
or
right?
advertisement.
Yes. I
Yeah,
work,
an
Or
advertisement.
They're
marketing.
boning you again. They're just boning you again.
Listen, you guys one day will get this.
One day.
Maybe the next guy, maybe the next person that comes on, you'll get. Andrea, thank you so much for coming on. What's
You're
My Line? We
welcome.
really appreciate it.
Really
And
fun.
I guess I owe you $50.
Oh, nice.
You know, if
I
you win the
know
game,
it.
you're supposed to get $50, but I'm not
Actually,
giving you 50.
I knew
He's not.
I'm not giving you $50.
He needs it.
He
Is
do.
Real quick, is Rocket right there in the room?
He is, and he's in the other room. But
What's
Sorry.
Rocket?
Her dog, Rocket,
He's a
is the
little dog.
cutest fucking thing you've ever seen in your damn
Oh,
life.
what's Rocket?
Ever. You've never seen a dog like this. It's unbelievable. Andrea, thank you so much for taking the time.
Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Being on
Thank
What's
you.
My Line. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yay!
That was amazing, right? You guys, you're getting close. You're getting better.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
Yeah.
You just got to, move it along. Right away, we're going right into the second one. We don't have much time. So will the second contestant please enter the studio and sign in, please? Mr. W.
Oh. What the hell?
Hey, everybody. So we have contestant number 2, Mr. W, in the studio as contestant number 2. Sorry about that. We are going to start the questioning with Adam Henniker.
Okay. Mr. W, your job, do you provide a service?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes. Yes,
Yeah.
he deals in services. Yes.
Okay,
More than a
all right.
product. Yep.
Okay. Do you bill by the hour?
No.
No, 1 down, 9 to go. Gayla Rowe.
Do you provide this service indoors, Mr. W?
Yes.
Indoors? Yes.
Do people pay you in cash for this service?
No.
No. He wishes. No. Okay. Stephanie. Stephanie Sullivan. 2 down, 8 to go. Dan, we can't see the scoreboard. I can't anyway. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. 2 down, 8 to go. Steph.
Do you wear a uniform?
No.
No. 3 down and 7 to go. So he's not a line cook at Burger King. No. Liz Jackson.
Okay, so this service that you provide that can be done indoors, is this service unisex for both men and women?
Yes.
Okay. Is this service that you provide, meaning your job, does it have to do with entertainment?
No.
Okay.
Nope. 4 down, 6 to go. Adam.
Okay. While you're providing this service, do you dress business casual?
When he's not on Zoom, you mean like in his normal, like
Yeah.
before the virus happened.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did he
Because
go
now,
to work? Did he go to work in a formal clothing?
exactly. No.
You did not, correct?
No.
Right. 5 down,
Casual
5 to go.
dress.
What he looks like right there. I think he works from
Okay.
home.
This is it.
He works from home, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you work
Thanks
from
for the clue.
Sorry, I gave it to you.
Clarify later.
5 down, 5 to go. Gala Row.
So you work from home. You have nice artwork. You have a shade.
My office.
There you go.
Gay, nothing in the background is a clue. Nothing. He's not an
Oh.
artist, and he's not a window treatment salesman. So
Mm.
neither of those things are going to help you.
How do you feel about the sconce? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Do you work with other people when you perform this service? Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Ah. And do all the other team members work from home?
Yes.
Were you guys affected by the coronavirus?
No.
No. I think
Business as usual.
It's business as usual for you, correct?
Not affected.
Right, not at all.
Wow.
Stephanie's oven. 6 down, 4 to go. Steph. I just realized that I never paused to show what he does for a living, but we'll put that up anyway.
I can put that up.
Yeah, you're going to put that up, Gay.
Gay can work magic.
We're giving away our production secrets.
Work
The
from
more
home,
liquor I have.
works from home.
Cheers.
Do you?
Stephanie's giving us Veronica Lake realness.
I know.
Veronica Lake realness.
Yes, honey.
Distract because I don't have a question.
Peekaboo.
Do you work with children?
No.
No, 7 down, 3 to go. What kind of maniac do you think he is? Liz Jackson.
So this service that you provide that you work from home with, I'm assuming that you have to use a computer every single day. So on your computer, do you have to have specialty software? And what I mean by that is software outside of the regular Microsoft Office, outside of the regular Excel, but specialty software.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow. That is some
Amazing.
Dorothy Kilgallen shit
amazing.
going on.
Wow.
That was a brilliant question.
Liz has
Thank
been doing her
you.
homework.
Liz, I'm telling you, she's the all-star. Okay, keep going.
Okay. So
Sorry, Gay, Adam, and Steph. Sorry.
What? And watch me get the next one will be wrong. Okay. So this specialty software that you have to have, because I know the specialty software I have to have, it's a subscription-based service now. You used to be able to just download it and use it. Is it subscription-based?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This specialty software that's subscription-based, does it have to do with Adobe?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
Mm-mm. Nope. 8 down, 2 to
That was
go,
amazing,
Adam.
Liz, though. Amazing.
Yeah, that was really good.
Okay.
Dan, if I answered that question wrong, you'd weigh in, right?
I would.
Okay.
Because Adobe is to insinuate artistic in
Yes,
some situation.
Right.
And you are not in your...
I'm not artistic.
Right. But see, like,
Not certainly, I
part
mean,
of
I
it-
don't know if you are, but what you do for a living is by no means artistic.
right. But Adobe's not
No
necessarily
means
artistic
artistic.
because, like, we already said that he wasn't in entertainment. My part of the
Correct.
Adobe universe is the entertainment part. But, like, if you are, say, you're doing Dreamweaver, that's building and coding. That has nothing to do with entertainment.
Nothing to do with what he does.
Yeah.
Adam Hineker, 8 down, 2 to go.
Push the list.
Okay. Is there math involved?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Are you in the financial field?
Yes.
Right. I
I
think I know.
Too bad I won't get around to you.
I
Oh,
know.
No.
You
I
gotta
know.
go through Gay.
You got to get through Gay. Tell Gay. She's right up in the corner.
Okay, you're right. In the financial field, do you work with individuals as opposed to companies?
Which one is it, Adam?
I
What's
mean,
the
do you work
question?
with individuals?
Yes.
Okay. Do you work in tax preparation?
No.
No. No. 9 down, 1 to go. Gayla Rowe.
Do you work with hedge funds?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh. You look like a
Gay, do you know what a hedge fund is?
yeah. When I don't get my legs waxed, I get a hedge fund.
No, that's a hedgehog, sweetie.
Hey.
Ew.
But you look just like a bartender on this Law and Order I saw the other day. I
That's
swear
not
to
him.
God.
It's not him. All right, keep going, Gay.
Are you a money marketer?
No.
No, you can't call him
Sorry.
that.
Oh my
10
God, you
down,
guys-
no more to go. Mr. W, please tell the panel what you do for a living.
I am a commodities trader.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
You guys got
Anything was?
so much closer than
Okay.
we
What did
thought
you
you were
write?
gonna get.
Financial advisor.
Financial advisor.
yeah.
Scott, when he had it, I would have given
That's
you
what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, is he a financial advisor? Because
one other secret I
Yeah.
believe this individual has. Could you tell us your other secret,
Woo.
Greg?
My other secret
Yeah.
is it?
Are
does
you
it involve a relative?
are you related to somebody on the panel?
I'm Danny's brother. Danny.
Woo!
Oh my
That's
God.
Dan's brother, Greg.
You kind of
Oh,
look
wow.
like him.
Now, right, we were
You know what's
afraid.
funny?
That's why we called him
Wow.
We
Dan.
thought
as
you
Mr.
might
W.
recognize
Yeah.
him.
I was a little
No.
worried.
last name
No.
Nobel.
If he had sat at the kitchen table where you sat, I would have recognized him.
He was up in my office, actually.
Oh,
And
okay.
Liz,
Say there to go.
Jackson, he came to Breakfast Club like 5 times, so I thought you might have met him.
Well, no, this is the thing. This
That's
is
a long time
this is
ago,
the
though.
funny thing.
Yeah.
When I said after it was over, and then I was like, I think I know what it is. Like, because it was something like he looked familiar, and it was like clicking. I'm
Right.
like, oh God, I know this man. I
Yeah.
know this man. Where do
You
I
guys
know
got-
him from?
You guys got really close.
You did.
I was
Russ-
going
The question
analyst.
about the uniform, it would have been more
Yeah.
interesting if you asked me 5 years ago. I used to work on the trading floor.
Right. I was going to say
Yeah.
you used to wear the vest,
I used
right?
to yell and scream all day, and now
Yeah.
I do it in my underwear in my office.
Right. I love it. Last time I saw you was at the march against Donald Trump on 42nd Street.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I ran into Greg and I
ran
looked
into
over
Dana
and
and
there's
looked
Greg and
familiar
I'm like, motherfucker.
Something about taxes.
I had on my
Show
sign,
us
I
your
still have
taxes.
it. All it says is tax returns, tax returns,
Yeah.
tax returns,
That's
tax
your
returns.
that's your thing, right?
It's everything you fucking ever have to know about a person.
Well, you know what? I watch it. I do listen to your podcast.
Thank
and,
you.
As I sit here and watch myself, I was always hoping that if I showed up, it would be on your podcast because I'm realizing that I definitely have a face for radio.
Oh, dude, I do too. I feel you, Greg. I feel
All right.
you. I
No,
feel you.
Greggy, I think you got some of the looks in the family. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, well,
Greg, thanks so much for taking
Yeah.
time. I know you got 2 little ones and a wife, so we
Yes.
appreciate you taking the time.
they're asleep.
I love it.
All right.
So that's because you gave them scotch, fella.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining in.
My pleasure, guys.
Yeah,
Greg.
it was a
Love
lot
you,
of fun.
Greg.
Thank you so much.
Woo.
And we'll talk to you later.
Yay.
Bye.
Woo.
Hey guys,
Damn it.
so that was fun.
That
A
was
little,
fun.
a
You
little
guys got so close.
A
familial,
little closer.
a little familial fun
Yeah.
going on. We can't even wait because we've been doing this for so fucking long. We got to get the third person right in
Oh, yes.
right away. Let's have the
Okay.
third contestant please come in and sign in, please. And ooh,
Margrock.
Marie. Wow, she's not very good at writing. Selzer. Anne-Marie Selzer.
And Marie Selzer.
Hey, everybody. So we're back with contestant number 3. It is not an I've got a secret this time. However, I will give you this. This person deals in services. So I want you to know that up front. We're going to go around and around. 10 knows you've lost the game. We're going to start our questioning with the one, the only stand-up comedian who's wearing lipstick tonight, kids. She's wearing lipstick. She bathed. She probably cleaned her puss. Everything is up and running. Up and running.
I have these.
And she has a
Gayla
good
Rowe.
belly. And
It's
she has a
Gayla
good
Rowe.
background. A good background.
Yeah, she's got a background. It's Sanford and
A
Son.
background for Zooming.
Anne-Marie, it's lovely to meet you. My name is Gay. I'm
So
decorated.
Gay, we're going to start the questioning with you. 10 knows you've lost the game. And we start with Gay.
Anne-Marie, do you live in Staten Island?
Yes.
I'll give you that already.
Okay.
Anne-Marie lives in Staten Island.
You look like a young Pat Benatar, out full of wanderlust and fulfillment.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So, Anne-Marie, do you perform this service on the Rock, Staten Island?
In
Yeah.
shittily.
Do you work mostly with Italians?
Of course she does. She's in Staten Island. No, that's stupid.
no.
No.
It's
No.
quite all right. It's quite all right.
Most-
Keep
yes.
going, Gay.
No.
I know she was kidding. Yes.
Okay.
Keep going, Gay.
Do you work in food services?
No.
No, not for this. 1 down, 9 to go. She might work in food services. Who knows? But not for what you're guessing. Next up, Stephanie Sullivan. Hey, Steph, where you holed up? You're in Middletown?
I'm in beautiful Middletown.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Garden centers and automotive centers.
Mm.
That's all there is in Middletown, right? And a diner, like Starlust Diner. The Starlust Diner.
Can't do anything.
I'll have a side of waffles with my pancakes.
Yeah.
Steph Sullivan. Wow, there's liquor kicking in.
Okay, so deals and services, Staten Island, not in food service. Has Dana Discordia ever benefited or accessed your service?
No.
No. I just happen to know her. Sorry. 2 down. Dan, hi. Want to join the game? 2 down, 8 to go. Liz Jackson. Who are you texting, fella?
I'm thanking
Okay,
our
so-
contestants for coming.
Well, then,
I'm for now.
Anne Marie's right here. Like, let's deal with her. And, Liz Jackson. Damn you, Gelman.
Fucking Gelman.
This service that you provide,
Mhm.
I know that we established that you can provide this service in Staten Island, but can you also provide this service in the rest of the city as well?
No, I cannot.
No, not for what she is. Not for what she does. No, she could not. So 3 down, 7 to go. Dan, flip the number.
Yeah.
Come on, fella. Adam Hineker.
Okay, the service that you provide. Hello. Is there a brick and mortar business involved?
No.
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 We stopped
No, not a brick and mortar business. 4 down, 6 to go. Gayla Rowe.
Do you use a squeegee in your business?
What?
No.
No.
Okay.
Have you ever eaten a zucchini in your business?
No.
Fuck, did you get a question like that? 5 down, 5 to go. Stephanie
I
Sullivan.
I'm not a squeegee.
That really?
Wait, she's not a squeegee person at the fucking Verrazano Bridge. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with
Doesn't
her?
do windshields.
Right. I don't do windshields. She pisses on the windshields and then squeegees it off.
Look, I was reacting to the hat.
All right. Disregard the hat.
Fair enough.
Stephanie
Okay.
Sullivan.
Okay.
5 down, 5 to go. Steph.
Hi, Steph.
Hi. Do you you don't wear a uniform. Do you wear a uniform?
I don't wear a uniform.
Nope. 6 down, 4 to go. Liz Jackson.
Okay. This service that you provide in Staten Island, and we've
Mhm.
established that you do it in Staten Island, you can't do it anywhere else.
Right.
Okay. And do you, with this service, do you work mostly from home?
No.
No.
Oh.
Nope. 7 down, 3 to
Wait a
go.
minute. There's no brick and mortar building, but you also don't work from
But
home.
hear me out. Imagine what it is and what function you would have to do if you were only to be allowed to do it in Staten Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you ask her, because I want to guide you guys towards a win at some point.
You are so shady,
I'm not saying
Dan.
anything, but
Katie.
a not-for-profit does she work for?
The
There
Wu-Tang Clan.
there could be a
Yeah, the
situation
woo.
that what
Wu-Tang.
keeps her in Staten Island that it's not what if she has to be in Staten Island to do her job, why can't she do it in Brooklyn? There's a reason she has to do it in Staten Island.
Are you
7 down, 3 to go, Adam Hineker.
Probably works in
Okay.
social services.
Do you
Who's talking?
do you work
Adam.
in the public sector?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice, sweet.
Good one, Squee.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Do you the service that you provide, is it outdoors?
It's a lot out.
Yeah.
A lot of it is outdoors.
A lot of it's outdoors.
I will clarify this. What she does can be done both indoors and outdoors. It doesn't matter where she does it. She just does it, right?
Okay.
She just does it.
Yes. I actually pick up on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that answer. I came up with that answer.
Are you still able to work during the lockdown?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh man, I didn't prepare to get this many yeses.
You usually don't, Adam. That's always the problem.
Oh,
Anne-Marie,
Anne-Marie,
you
what are
drink-
you drinking?
are you drinking Fireball?
I am.
Amazing.
Whoa!
Fabulous.
and you
Whoa.
like it?
I think Liz is the
Oh
only
my
one
God.
not
Like
drinking tonight.
cinnamon, and it's
I'm not
I'm
drinking.
trying to drink
Sober.
water because I got on the scale and Mama ain't happy.
Oh, all right. I hear
Yeah.
That was gonna
Sober
be my
here.
next question was gonna be, do you party? But
you. Hell yeah, she
you answered-
parties.
You answered that question.
Yeah. Actually,
She
I do
parties.
party.
Trust
Okay.
me.
Okay. You're able to work. It can be indoor and outdoor. Is there a historical aspect to your job?
Yes.
Yeah. I'd consider it historic, sure.
Very much. Yes.
Okay. Are you oh my gosh. Is there an educational element?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I are you oh boy.
If you're out of questions, you can always pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You're allowed to pass.
because I've hit a.
It just doesn't
dead
give
end.
you a no. It's quite all right. You're allowed
Okay.
to
Oh,
pass.
I didn't. I
Gay
guess I
Leo.
wasn't.
No,
okay.
it's all right. It's okay. Gay.
I didn't know I could do that.
Anne-Marie,
Gay.
are you a bartender on the Staten Island Ferry?
Oh gosh.
Indoor, outdoor, or are you a hooker on Father Capodanno Boulevard? I know
Good.
Staten Island.
Wow, you should not have passed. That's 8 down. Dan, that's a no. 8 down. 2 to go. She is not a prostitute, nor is she a bartender on the Staten Island Ferry. Stephanie
What am I
Sullivan.
squeezing
Hurry
in?
up. I'm going to give you guys one more minute to get this before I reveal it.
Okay.
Go.
Emery, do you work with like natural materials, like organic materials? Plants?
Actually, I didn't hear that.
You work with organic materials like plants or trees, flowers?
I mean, she might, but it has nothing. It wouldn't define what she does for a living. It has nothing to do with it. So 9 down, 1 more to go. Liz Jackson.
Liz, you got this.
Liz,
You
come
got this.
on.
Okay, so you can only do your job in Staten Island, and we established that it's the public sector, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
And we said that it's not a brick and mortar. It's not like a brick and mortar building that you go to. but it can be done inside and outside. And this service that you provide is for both men and women, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
Yes.
Do you, and it's probably equal, and you don't work necessarily with organic materials, and it has a historical and educational thing to it, we established, right?
There's a historical and educational element to her title, to her position.
Okay. Oh God. Because I don't know Staten Island. Like I got through it to Jersey.
Neither do I.
You ever seen Mob Wives?
I know.
No,
it's a vast wasteland.
I've never seen Mob Wives.
Big Ange is there.
Sorry, Anne-Marie.
She died. Big Ange died.
Anne-Marie's going to be like, click, I'm out of here. Like, snots.
Fuck you. So, she must be used to it.
So this job that you do you have to work on a computer?
Yes and no, but yes.
Yeah, there's an element of computer work, sure. I'm sure
but it's not exclusively a computer world. Okay.
No.
Do you have a team?
Yes.
Okay. This team that you have, are you responsible for at least hiring most of this team?
No.
No. 10 down. No more to go. Anne-Marie, reveal what it is your line is.
I am the lowest level elected official. I am a county committee member, and I represent and I govern on a county level. So what I do is I make decisions for Staten Island's Democratic Party on how we spend our money, how we budget our money, which people we endorse. I have another note, and how and what we do. I get the vote of what the Democratic Party.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Obviously, our podcast is all about politics. Is Max Rose going to get reelected?
Yeah. Do you party with Max Rose?
You love Max Rose.
Party with Max Rose. Hold on. Yes. Hold on 1 second. Can I get?
Yep. Would you tell Max Rose to come on our show?
Yes.
Oh my God. Fabulous.
We've been talking about him a lot on the podcast because
he's amazing.
He's back.
He's amazing. And common sense.
Get reelected on set.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Love that.
There you go.
He's doing well, right? For a Democrat on Staten Island.
He just adopted a little baby Miles, so they have a new little baby during all of this.
Adorable.
Nice.
You know, he put on his uniform and he started immediately building hospitals.
Yep.
He's a good guy.
Good guy.
Great guy.
Did you ever party with Guy Molinari?
Yeah.
So listen, before we get too twisted, I have a little surprise because it wouldn't be What's My Line without it.
Oh no.
But Anne-Marie has another job.
Yes.
Kids are gonna figure it out.
Oh, really?
5 minutes. We're gonna do another round.
I have a paid job.
10 knows you've lost the game. She has another job. I will tell you this. She deals in services.
I will say I object to that first round, though.
There is no product involved, and it is not Democratic Committee Chairman or whatever.
Yes.
Democratic Committee Council.
Can I ask a quick question?
Get your grievance out.
No, I'll get my grievance out at the end because I do have a grievance, but we'll get back to that.
So,
were any of the questions that we asked before, right? Yeah. Could any of them pertain to your secondary job? The reason why I ask is because then we don't have to ask those same questions again.
Liz.
Or is it like a complete clean slate?
I'll give them this, Anne-Marie, if you will. Her job is in some way, shape, or form affiliated with government work. Would you agree with that, Anne-Marie?
It's related to, but it's separate from.
It's separate from.
It's for. It's
right. Like if you worked for the IRS, you are not the government, but you would consider it a government type job.
Correct.
Much like, obviously, Anne-Marie does not work for the IRS, because I wouldn't have said that as an example.
Right.
So Anne-Marie does something else
Mhm.
that you would consider, our panel would consider, and our audience would consider, what we would consider a government type job. Would you agree, Anne-Marie?
Yes.
And can we ask one really quick question just to get it out of the way?
Yep.
Does this job also have to keep you in Staten Island as well? Or is it because,
Yes.
Okay.
The job would keep her in Staten Island.
Okay.
We're going to start the questioning with Stephanie Sullivan. She's our substitute for Blair Naylor tonight.
He would never have known if you'd said that.
I know, because
Nobody would have
listen, Gretchen, thanks for coming. Okay?
I watch
Blonde on
these
blonde.
shows. I'm fans of all of y'all's.
Yes.
Yay!
Love it.
And
And I have a funny story about Anne-Marie when we're done. Okay. Anyway.
you travel within Staten Island for your job?
I do.
Okay. What you do, is it one-on-one with individuals?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not all the time, but yes. Mhm.
What did you say, Anne-Marie? I'm sorry.
It's yes, that's the it's a one-on.
Yeah, I think the gist is one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think she's right.
Is it like a counseling type position?
No.
No. 1 down, 9 to go. Liz Jackson.
So the secondary job, this is on a city level or sorry, on a local level to Staten Island. We've established that, right? It's on a local level. Okay. Is this job also, because something I didn't understand from the last one, if it wasn't a brick and mortar job and it wasn't a work from home job.
It's a door-to-door. It's knocking on doors.
Right, it's like
people and educating
like
people and getting
Okay.
petitions signed and going to meetings.
yeah,
Get out the vote.
Agree.
Right. That was
You
the
know, a
first
government job would not be considered. Yes, is there a capital in Staten Island? I'm sure there's some municipal building that
Yeah.
Right.
holds the, legislature, but it's not her office. Like,
Mhm. We have
Right.
meetings and we take votes at the
Right.
meetings, but then we're.
but no one works
yeah.
there per se.
Right.
And she doesn't.
Okay, so is this the secondary job? Is it like that as well, where you don't have like a brick and mortar physical office, whether it's your office at home or office in a building?
Yes, but because of the pandemic, it's in my home.
Right.
I
He has to do.
I had to adjust.
So then my next question,
my
yeah, because my next question was going to be, have you been affected?
Yes.
Your position been
Yes.
affected?
Very
by
much so.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
She now has to do at home what she would have done somewhere else. Yes.
Right. Okay. And this secondary job that you do, is it a salaried kind of position, meaning you're not 1099, you don't have to invoice, it's not like a consulting type job where it's a 1099, you're actually a salaried employee for an actual employer?
So your question is she salaried?
Right.
Anne-Marie?
I am a 1099.
Okay. So
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So you got to know.
yes.
Because you asked if she was salaried. So it's 2 down, 8 to go, Adam. And I'm
Okay.
going to give you guys 4 minutes. Let's go.
Okay. The service that you provide, sort of one-to-one, do you actually need to use like video conferencing for that to speak with people?
I wish that I was either that together to do that, but I'm not. I could.
Right. I feel like you would if you could, but you don't because you don't.
I wish I were. Yeah.
Right.
Underfunded, probably.
So your question was, does she have to do it by video conference? So her answer is
I guess
no. She does not have to.
All right. You don't have to.
3 down, 7 to go. Gay Laurel.
Did you used to use your car to perform this service?
I mean, in what way? Like to drive?
Yeah, like
Would you drive from your house to go to wherever you would perform the service one-on-one with the person?
Would I drive there? Yes.
Yeah.
I think what you want to ask is, did she have to leave her house to go do her
Did
job?
you have to leave your house to
Yeah.
go do your job?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. Keep
I was on the
going,
road.
Gay.
I was
Did
on the
you
road.
wa-
I was working the road. Yeah.
You're on the road. I like that. Did you wear a uniform when you were working on the road?
No.
No, not a uniform. She would have had to identify herself, though. Am I
Would.
correct, Anne-Marie? You would
Yeah.
have to
Ooh.
identify yourself, but a uniform is not what you would call it. Stephanie Sullivan, 4 down, 6 to go. Quickly, 3 more minutes.
Can you perform your service like this through a Zoom call with multiple people?
Yes.
Yep.
I will do it actually.
Now you know.
Go ahead.
She's going to do it after.
I'll do it.
Hmm.
I didn't think I was going to get a yes to that.
Yeah.
Sound like Adam.
Yeah. Right.
So I will
Oh.
go outside of Staten Island because I can, but I'm not supposed to. But for us, I will do it.
Hmm.
Ah.
I mean, it's so. I guess it's bigger than it's bigger
Yeah,
than.
don't
Staten Island,
elaborate.
So I could. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
let her elaborate.
No, no elaborating.
Can you do it by group, do it by phone? You're not a counselor. Can you I don't have a question.
You can pass.
I'll pass.
Pass. Still 4 down, 6 to go. Liz Jackson.
Okay. This secondary job that you do, that's still has to do with local government, and you're 1099. So, is it project based? Even though you have an appointment, or do you have like, I'm going to do this project for this amount of time, and then I move on to another project for amount of time?
It's one project.
I would say, yep, I would
But it
agree.
is project based.
I agree. It is like
Okay.
when this is over, Anne-Marie will no longer do this as
Okay.
a job. Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
But she doesn't
And-
just move on to another project right away.
Right, but it's still project
That
based.
doesn't need to be clarified. Thank you very much, Gelman. That doesn't need to be clarified. I just told you when
Gelman.
she's done with this, she's done with this.
Right.
Okay,
But-
continue.
Okay. And this project
2 more minutes.
on the okay, so this project on the local level, does it have to do with, even though you're not a counselor, does it have to do with any type of advisement to the person that you're working for? Meaning like they'll come to you for tips, tricks, ideas, like they need your input in order to
Nope.
you to do your, so okay. All right.
Anne-Marie, I don't think so, right? Do you
Dana.
agree?
Like, they don't need my input, but they might need my help. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny.
I want to say to you, Liz,
Mm-hmm.
that she, I'm trying to be really fair here, like, right?
You're never
Like,
fair to Liz.
I'm fair to Liz. No, I want to be more fair to Liz.
Liberate Liz.
I want to
Liberate
say she is a guide. I think you could consider her guiding you through something. So I'll give you a qualified yes because I owe you a qualified yes from the last job, the last one. I'm going to give you a qualified
So-
yes. I would
okay, so-
consider her a guide.
Okay.
Anne-Marie, you would agree.
God.
A guide. And
Okay.
a god. Got it.
Since we only have 4 down, I'm gonna do a Hail Mary. Are you a oh my goodness, now it went away. You know what Kellyanne Conway was to Donald Trump, you know, the political, like the
The speaker,
Spokesperson?
like,
campaign manager. Are you a campaign manager?
No.
No. Adam Henniker, 5 down, 5 to go.
Is there an artistic element to what you do?
An autistic element.
Artistic or creative?
So this is a tough question for me because it's my art, so yes. But art,
I think in the general
that
public,
makes
we would
sense.
not
This is
consider
my
this
art.
artistic.
Okay,
No,
I do.
6 down, 4 to
Okay.
go. Gaylor,
But
sorry. I think according to
I
like
understand.
an audience,
I get it. Yes.
they would not think so. No,
Okay.
4 down. I mean, 4 to go. Gay.
Do you do anything with the medical field?
No.
No, it has nothing to do with medical field. 7 down, 3 to go. Steph.
Do you do any writing for your job? Like
You mean descriptive writing, or does she have to write things down?
writing or
I'm sorry?
speech writing? Is that too specific?
A little too specific. Do you mean, does she write something down when she does her job?
Yeah.
Anne-Marie?
Yes. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, she writes things down.
I write.
As
That's
she moves.
exactly what
Yeah.
I do.
As she does her job, that's pretty much what
You
she
got
does. You just have to figure out what she's writing about.
In a dictation way?
No.
Is that your question?
Yes.
No, not in
No.
dictation. No,
No.
8 down, 2 to go. Liz Jackson.
Okay. All right. So
You know, you're giving me like Melba Moore tonight. Like, yeah, love that shit. So hot.
Gelman.
what?
So hot. Melba Moore, man.
No, I was talking about to gay. I couldn't hear what you said.
Melba Moore was the original singer of Age of Aquarius in
Yep.
Hair. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Does the scoreboard read the correct score?
No, 8 down. Dan forgot to flip.
Gay.
8 down, 2 to go.
Gelman. It was
Hurry.
Gelman.
Come on, man. We're going late.
I
We're
was
going
Okay,
late.
okay, sorry.
We gotta wind this shit up.
So this one-on-one thing that you need to write down, that you use a lot of writing, and they need your help on. Yeah, like not necessarily advice, but they could require your help. Is this any type of and we said it's not a campaign manager, but it's still a part of the political spectrum in Staten Island.
Yeah, what's the question?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to do a recap. Make sure
Gelman.
You know what you're doing.
Gelman is like fucking.
Good. Let's just recap.
All this water.
Right.
Mhm, yeah.
I'm trying.
All right, let's go.
Okay, sorry. Does your secondary job have to do with any type of project management? I mean, sorry, no, not project management. We went through that and we said that it was done. But are you considered more like a consultant with this job?
We kind of said that, right? 1099, like yeah.
Right, but
Yeah.
consultant meaning
You mean
like
what? Like a description
my
of what
advising
he's
the
doing?
company.
Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think you can call
No,
yourself
not
a
really.
consultant.
Informally, I do, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, but like it's not. No. I'm gonna go 9 down, 1 to go. Adam goes. Dan.
I
turn
understand the score.
9 down. Oh my God. I don't have anything right off the top of my head, so I'm gonna pass it to Gay because you have the best wild stabs.
Yeah.
I love Gay's wild stabs.
I think that you work at at that Monk's Museum.
Ooh, what's on Staten Island? I don't know.
On Staten Island, there's that Monk's Museum or something there, and
You mean that monastery there?
yeah, the
I shot
monastery.
there.
I think that you sell incense at the monastery.
At the monastery gift shop.
You help people with finding their chi.
And she writes
Pen
a lot
down.
of notes down.
Pen down. No more to go. Listen, if Anne-Marie came to your door and she wanted some
I would never come to your door, but go ahead.
And a nice Chianti, what would she be?
A cannibal.
A census taker.
A census taker.
Tried to test me. Anne-Marie, what is it that you do?
So I am an enumerator. I'm a census taker for the same neighborhood that I am the mayor of, as in my democratic little count, my little 4-block radius.
Oh.
I count the hard to count communities. I live in a community right at the ferry on Staten Island. It's considered a hard to count community, and the company that I'm working for, the organization, Project Hospitality, runs a food pantry. So we are open during the pandemic. So we are counting heart counts, and we will start counting homeless people soon.
Yes. Love it.
All right, Anne Marie.
All right.
Amazing.
Good for you,
So,
man. Good
have
for
you guys done the census?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I've been
Yeah.
Elizabeth. I did it online, but I have,
Yeah.
you know, I got
Adam.
I did it.
I have the piece of
And,
paper on
I
my
did it
timer.
online. It's a couple
Okay.
months.
Do it.
So, you know,
Hey.
it's very, very important.
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
It really
that
does.
The question about working for the government or not,
Yeah.
you should be working for the government. It should be funded by the government, what
Yeah,
you
it's-
do, and
Yes.
rather than funded by nonprofits.
Agree. The census is
So-
really important.
I
Ridiculous.
can't believe it's not.
Census gives so the census gives money to grants money to organizations so we can do the legwork. So they kind of know, we know the community. So they fund the Project Hospitality, and then Project Hospitality hires me, 1099s me, and I'm in charge of getting, like, you know, organizing the count
Yeah.
for this community.
But one of the key things that have come out of this is that because of grassroots, the lower income communities are actually being better and better represented
Yeah.
That's what
through
I'm
the
doing.
census, because that is where those are the
They're
people
out
that
there.
it matters to.
Yeah.
So they're paying attention. And in the richer, whiter, suburban-y type neighborhoods, they're not paying as much attention. And what's happening is more and more funding is allocated, and rightfully so, toward those communities
Yes.
where we need it.
What's your
And that's
community
the
called?
right thing to do. That's why the census is so important. It's extremely important.
So
Word.
I'm on the North Shore of Staten Island, right at the ferry.
What's it called?
The neighborhoods that I'm in charge of are Port Richmond, which is mainly undocumented community, Stapleton, and Mariners Harbor, which is on the same shore, but all the way at the other end towards like the Goethals Bridge, but on this side.
Yeah. Jersey.
So one thing I want to
Richmond, the capital of the borough.
Is Port Richmond? It probably was at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, I don't know. Do they really have capitals?
Well, where like the borough hall is or whatever. Where the
Borough Hall's in St. George. So
Okay. Oh, St. George. St. George.
So one thing I wanted to tell you guys before we go tonight was two things about Anne Marie and I.
How'd you meet her?
One, Anne Marie was at one time on the People's Court. Lights, camera, what was it? Sue me or
Lights, camera, lawsuit.
Lights, camera, lawsuit was the name of it.
Plaintiff
Yes,
defendant.
she was on the People's Court. It was like,
It was sued, yeah.
you know me, Gay LaRoe. Like, I watch every courtroom show that exists.
Mhm.
I adore the People's Courts. I've watched it since Wapner.
Were you with Madeline Million?
I love Madeline Million. I've
Me
gone
too.
to the show.
1000%.
I love that fucking
She's
show.
in Connecticut. Let's go up there.
I know. Well, I know the guy that owns the studio,
go.
John Sobosinski, who owns the studio NEP, which runs the People's Court. So that's one thing.
People's
The
Court,
other thing is,
favorite show. Judge Million is great. I went
I
up
love
against
her.
Ed Koch was my judge,
Right, I remember that. Yeah, and you lost too.
and I lost.
You did. I remember that.
My sister loves the People's Court. She watches
Love.
it like
Love.
every day.
I fucking love it. It is like the most quintessential New York show ever. Like when we're old, people will be like, "I remember the People's Court." Like I'm telling you, it's a very
Aren't we old
New York-
now?
What's that stuff?
Aren't we old now?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I know. It's like, Anyway, our second
Did I
thing
win? Did I
that
win?
you did win. You won $100, really.
Wow.
You won twice, yeah.
But
Well,
Dana's
I'm
not going to give you any money.
I'm not giving you any money.
Okay.
But other than that, Anne Marie and I have known each other for a very long time because we were both workers at the New York Underground
Workers.
Film
Workers.
Worker. What did you call it? What do we call it?
I don't know. Like workers is a funny name.
I was an
Yeah, Workers is
operations
funny.
manager.
Yeah.
That's all I remember.
Quality director.
And we helped run the New York Underground Film Festival.
Oh wow.
For
And
many,
yeah,
many,
for
many,
many years.
Many years.
For years
We grew
and
up
years.
together in our
Yeah.
20s.
Yes.
Our 30s.
And we Anne-Marie has seen my Beauty Knows No Pain. God, the people we met.
Films.
We met Stephanie was in Beauty Knows No Pain.
Wow.
Stephanie, right here on our panel. She was in my movie.
Oh my God!
She was
That's
also
my favorite movie.
She was also in My Father's a Janitor, our ABC.
I haven't seen that one.
Our ABC
After school special.
Was My
I'd
Father's
like
a
to see
Janitor.
that.
She was in it. And she was in my very underground, Political Piggy, which was a story about a bunch of murderers who wanted to kill for fashion.
Yes.
So fucking
Free
stupid.
Zoolander.
But Anne-Marie, do you remember 10100?
Yes.
Okay, so we worked at the 2nd Avenue and 2nd Street. What was it called? The Film Anthology.
We're at the Anthology Film Archive.
Jonas
I
Mekas,
live right there.
Right, Jonas Mekas was there, and we would run this place for like a week, right? And there was an upstairs theater and a downstairs theater, and we would all get on our walkie-talkies, brought to you by.
The worst thing that you could do is have him in your ear the whole time while everything's going on.
And we would just talk about people, and then we'd be like, everybody 10100. And halfway between the upstairs theater and the downstairs theater, there was a bathroom. And the staff would go in this bathroom and smoke up, like to the point where it was like Cheech and fucking Chong, okay? And we would just get blazed out of our minds and go and watch these fucking incredible movies.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I know. Anne-Marie did not participate.
After you just found out what I did,
She did not participate, I assure you. She was never in that 10100 bathroom.
Thank you. But
Anne-Marie, I have a question about Staten Island.
Come on out.
Have you ever eaten where the Nonies make the gnocchi?
Yes. I live right there.
The Nonies make the gnocchi.
That's a famous thing.
I'll make
you fucking famous? Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a very expensive cash-only place, so I don't know.
What's it called?
It's called Enoteca Maria.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Where the Nonies make the gnocchi. That's all I know.
They have all
And
these
it's
different
cash
restaurants
only.
come in from all the different countries, and they make food, and the grandmas are in the kitchen.
Yeah.
and food.
You have to love the fact that it's cash only.
You see him in the window.
That fucking nonne is like fucking yeah. Yeah. La Cosa Nostra. Anyway. All right. Anyway, Anne-Marie, thank you so much for joining in. You were incredible. We can't listen, Anne-Marie, can't wait to have you on the podcast. Love to hear your politics.
I did not know. I have to say, I apologize. I didn't know this is a political thing. Let's talk.
Yeah,
it's
that's
political.
It's all political.
We need to have you on.
Work. That's amazing. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank
Thank you. Thank you very much
you
for
so
doing what
much.
you do. That's
Adam, are you
incredible.
sleeping? What are you doing?
No, sorry, I was just
Rolling a joint, man. He's on Tinder. He's on Tinder.
I was
Anne-Marie,
emailing.
Dan, are you also the producer? Are you the Dan that I was speaking
He's
to?
Gelman.
Thank you.
That was
Thank you.
me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Anne-Marie.
Good to meet ya.
See your films.
We'll see you next time.
I want to show. I'm going to do a cinema. I want to show. Beauty.
Do it. I'm up for it anytime.
All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
so much.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yay.
Bye.
So, panel, you guys did pretty good.
We didn't get any of them.
You really got to get one. Am I being too hard? Am I being too hard
You
on
should
you?
just tell me what it is, and then I'll pretend like in one.
I know. I thought about that just to make it good. But you know what? The home audience is loving this show. Honestly, we're getting more and more hits. And I want you all to, if you are listening and watching this show, to please subscribe to our YouTube page. Get us on Twitter at False Positive, and on Facebook we have a False Positive page. Stephanie Sullivan, did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
A lot of fun having you.
Thank you.
Questions. I was a little intimidated.
I know, but it's good, right? Like you're good. Like we're gonna get better at this shit.
Dana, tell our listeners and viewers how they can search for us on YouTube.
So if you go to False Positive Podcast,
Yes.
you have to go False Positive Podcast. Up we come. And you can subscribe. And what we're going to start doing is emailing everybody notifications of our What's My Line show, which we hope to do every week, as opposed to the podcast, which we usually do every other week. This week's guest is the one, the only, Liz Jackson.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Coming on,
Yo,
man.
I told y'all, man, I'm like a boil on your
I
butt.
know, and we've got a lot to fucking discuss on Monday's podcast. There's going to be a lot done. Trump, I don't even want to talk. Good.
Thank you for the podcast.
Anyway, Liz Jackson, lovely having you.
Thank you. Love
Thank you so much for coming on. Adam Henniger, as always, you the best.
Yeah.
You're the best. Wait,
This was fun, you guys.
Next time, bathrobe, chest hair, Speedo. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think Adam,
like.
If I had to guess, you don't have chest hair, Adam, right?
He does.
A sprinkling.
Very
I thought you were going to say I don't own a robe, which I don't actually. I don't own a robe.
But I would have to guess.
Don't own a robe.
I can get you a robe.
I'm going to mail you a robe.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
No,
All I
mail
see,
him
like,
a smoker's jacket.
Adam, right. Like,
Yeah.
what I see is like Elliot Gould, Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
You're
That's
just
what I'm watching. Like,
Smoker's
I
jacket.
want like a cigar and like some kind of like boxer with like flopping genitalia, like anything.
And
anything
I want
like that.
I want that robe to be silk and have paisley on it.
Yes. God, yes.
But you're describing the guy from Playboy.
And you know what? An ascot to nowhere.
Yes.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, an ascot and a pipe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this.
Says a pipe. All right.
I'm on board.
Adam, let's work on that, okay? Let's work on that.
You got it. You got it.
Gay Laro, lipstick, blouse, fabulous.
I know.
Killing it.
Man, yeah. You're like a Greer Garson.
Ba boom.
Veronica.
You are the Arlene Francis of this fucking show. Let me just tell you that. Yeah.
I missed it, but
all right. I said you were the Arlene Francis of this show.
Oh, good. She got laid a lot.
Okay. I think she did, but okay. Dan, thanks for scorekeeping and being the producer. Yeah. And you didn't fuck up that much.
You know, the scorekeeping thing. Yeah.
Anyway, listen to our podcast on Monday nights, usually. It goes up and running on Zoom on our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks, Gay, Stephanie, Dan, Liz, and Adam. Guys, see you later.
Thank you, Dana.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for having me.
What's my line? What's my line? What's my line? What's my line? Brought to you by